So rumor has it, Zach, that Ryan Mountcastle is on the trading block.
Yeah.
This is reported out by, I saw it for Cam.
I believe Bob
Bryce
Nightingale.
and Bob Nightingale. Cam Bryce tweeted it out. That's where I saw it. But yeah, USA Today's Bob Nightingale says that the Orioles are listening to offers for Ryan Mountcastle. So this isn't even really a secret. Maybe it's not a rumor. Maybe it's the truth. Mountcastle has a career 270, 310, 450, 18 jacks last year, as we all know. The rumor is that they're doing this in order to make room for Coby Mayo. I'm on the fence as to how I feel about this, because if we're just making room for Coby Mayo, I don't like it. But if we're making room for Coby Mayo and then getting a star pitcher out of it, a solid pitcher to continue to add depth to the already depleted, I feel like we say this every year, the depleted pitching staff. We were talking off camera about the Mariners being a great fit for a trade for Ryan Mountcastle. Would hate to see him go, but if we get some solid pitching from Seattle, that would be something that I probably could live with as an Orioles fan.
Yeah, and that's what we were kind of talking about before the show is overall, you look at the situation, and right now the biggest key to kind of what you think would get the Orioles back to success, especially offensively, is consistency. They need to be consistent. They need to, no more. They're either scoring 10 or 1 run. And so when you think consistency, making room for a rookie isn't always going to bring consistency. But like we said, if you're making room for Coby Mayo and you're adding a pitcher to the staff, I think it's a no-brainer situation, because I love the upside of Coby. I think he can be a Ryan Mountcastle-esque player, potentially even better. We've seen that power from both of them. So I think Coby Mayo, you get that potential of, okay, he's going to match what Ryan Mountcastle can do, and you're getting a pitcher in return. What I don't want to have happen, we talk about this, is the Orioles trade Ryan Mountcastle for prospects.
Yeah.
And then you're relying also, so now you're getting prospects that aren't really going to help you this year, and you're now putting pressure on Coby Mayo saying, okay, not only are now you just up, like, hey, you got to replace Ryan Mountcastle's, performance. You have to, do what he's doing. And Coby would come up as probably first baseman, so a position he's played, but it's not his natural position at the moment. So I just feel like that would be a lot to throw on Coby Mayo if you're not also being like, okay, we're getting pitching to help in that department. If you're just getting prospects back, I don't know if it's necessarily the trade to make.
I would not be a fan of that trade if it's just for prospects. I also wonder what you do with, you're going to put Coby Mayo, if the rumors are true and this trade happens and you want to put Coby Mayo at first, well, then what happens when Sam Basayo comes up?
Yeah.
Because Sam Basayo, obviously an absolute monster at the plate, both behind and at the plate. Yeah. And then there's theories around there that if Sam Basayo comes up, maybe there's room at first base for Adley Rutschman. Yeah. But if you already have a young Coby Mayo there too, how does that make sense? So it's all very interesting. Would love to hear your comments on this, people, as you're watching. Throw it in the chat, because I like the idea of trading for Mountie for solid pitching. I just don't know if I like the idea of trading for Mountie just to make room for another prospect.